Twitter, Instagram, X, and all the other joints. Kev from Kev's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. That's right, and I'm back just to do that. Now, it is Friday night, so I figure we might as well have a little fun. If this is your first time joining the show, please hit the like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other social media platforms. But those that are, frequent viewers, if you could let me know that you can hear me, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, Dallas, just like clockwork, said I can hear you. So you know the rule, man. If Dallas can hear me, everybody can. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get loose, y'all. Oh, yeah. Richard Allen is chiming in. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Real old school. Real old thriller. Yeah. Real old thriller. This king's in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Sometimes you got to go old school. Keep the young boys and young girls honest. They don't know nothing about that. Yeah. All they know is clap, shake, look over the head. Boom, 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 boom. I don't like that mess. Don't be putting your booty all up on me. You cramping my style. Back up off me, man. I want to get loose. You put me in a box. Put me in a box. So I want some creativity on the dance floor. Yeah, man. Good old days. Those were good days, man. But anyway, every once in a while I have to remind them where they got it all from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where it all begun. So anyway, with that being said, it's Friday night. Hit the like button, like I said. Follow me on all the other platforms and yada, yada, yada. Make sure you're still subscribed, because there's a possibility that you are unsubscribed against your knowledge or your will by YouTube. And then also don't forget to check out Kevin's Corner store. I'm going to be showing some new merch probably in the next day or so. So you can go in there and shop till you drop. And if you want to support the channel, you can always do that through my Cash App and my PayPal. And I also want to thank the family, the lovely family that makes a monthly sacrifice and sent a wonderful letter to me and a blessing. And I appreciate that. Like I said, I cannot tell you how much I really appreciate that, especially considering what they're trying to do to my channel and many other conservative channels. But anyway, it is what it is. We're not here to get down on ourselves, guys. No, we're not here for that. Yeah. We're here for a gloat party. All right, I'm charging at the door. And the password for a free pass is MAGA. All right, you can come in, Fred. Not you, bro. Not you, bro. Your hair is purple. Okay. All right, man. What's up with the pink hair and the camel toe, shoes you got on right there? And go on now. All right, there. Come on up, MAGA. Okay, good. You're good. You're good. Come on in. Okay. Whoa. Hold up, sis. Wait a minute. You like an angry black woman. Okay. All right. Yeah. You come in. Get that Black Lives Matter shirt off. Go on now. Get. All right. Next, step up. Yeah. See. So everyone except for the crazies can come into the gloat party, y'all. And you know why we gloating? Because the liberals are mad. Oh, whenever they get mad, we get glad. That's right. So before we get into the gloat party, we always got to check in with the Creep Show, and see what's going on with creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy, sloppy. Because see, I want to be fair and balanced. See, as I cover Trump on the campaign trail inside of the courtroom most of the time, I also want to be able to cover, Creepy Joe on the creep trail. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Creepy Sleepy. I'm sure.
Slash public investment in education and innovation.
Okay.
And the result, we hollowed out the middle class.
Okay.
My predecessor in his administration doubled down on that failed trickle-down economics, along with the trial.
Boy, I tell you. So he got a trial on his mind, probably like, along with these bootleg trials that I concoction, hopefully they'll work. And they'll put me back in the White House to save my life. But I don't think that's going to work. You might have trials on the brain, Joe. But here he is, along with the trial.
Along with the trial of broken promises. So far, we've created $866 billion in private sector investment nationwide.
Okay.
Almost $1 trillion.
Yeah, true.
Historic amounts. Such a short time. Now, it's literally creating hundreds of thousands of jobs.
Hundreds of thousands.
building new semiconductor factories, building new
semiconductor factors. All right, so now here he is talking about the semiconductor factors. Okay, but you know what? Do you know what though? That was just a one-off. That was a one-off. I mean, if you watched my show last night, you'll see the Sky News have been keeping record of all the gaffes that Joe has made throughout this year. It was like 170 something already, but the year's not even over. And I just want to make sure that just wasn't just a slip up on one word. One time, you tackle it the first time, you might mess it up trying to say semi. I know it's difficult. It's four letters and it's 2 syllables. You got to slow it down. But Joe, he went for it and he failed the first time. So I'm sure after that, they pulled him to the side and said, now look, man, it ain't no summy. It's semi. Say it again, Joe. So here we go. Let's see if he corrected it, because we would hate to see more gaffes added to that ongoing record that, Sky News is keeping track of.
Micron is investing $100 billion to build semiconductor factories, to build a semiconductor megasite, semiconductor chip manufacturing, to bring the semiconductor manufacturing, but all over the country, semiconductor companies, semiconductor manufacturing.
Oh, God. You can't put multiple words in the teleprompter with the first syllable sounding similar. Here's simmer factor, simular fact. You know what? Anyway, so now here he is. That I lost count of the gaffes. That was like, well, let me. Anyway, let's continue.
Secure our semiconductor supply, because we invented those chips.
That's my favorite right there, y'all. My man just straight gave up on it. I'm not even gonna try to say it, man. We invented those come on, Joey. Those chips. What kind of chips are you talking about, Joe? I mean, we could insert pretty much anything in there. Potato chips, perhaps? We don't know. Because if you don't know, I don't know. Let's continue.
The entire semiconductor.
Semiconductor. There we go. That's the best the Democrats have. Best they have to offer. There it is. That's their champion. Wow. Boy, little frail, can't speak, can barely walk, and seems to be lacking intelligence. I would hate for a foreign being to come and observe our fearless leader right about now. I mean, it would destroy the whole planet. Oh, wow. We knew the humans were a little lower life form, but good grief, how did they allow this guy to become their leader? Unreal.
The supply chain.
Well, guys, I got some good news as well. Remember that story? Remember that story about Donald Trump? Oh, yeah. I like when feel-good stories like this happen that we can gloat about, y'all. Hold on for a second. That January 6th. Oh, Trump was kung fu fighting. That praise was fast as lightning. Inside of the beast. Let's go ahead and revisit that story. Y'all remember this? Oh, when Trump was kung fu fighting?
You swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Speak up. Hey, you want to say that under your voice just in case this all came back to bite you? I didn't hear that. All I saw was her lips move. Let me make sure I can hear her, because we would hate to think that she didn't clearly say, I do.
It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
What was that? She just lipped it. I don't know what that means. So just in case things come back to bite you after this mega lie you're about to tell, and I'm talking this a mega lie that she's about to tell, just in case it came back to bite her, she'd be like, I never said I do. I just said, there you go. So let's see, revisit this story and see if it makes sense now.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Trump.
So as the president had gotten into the vehicle with Bobby, he thought that they were going up to the Capitol. And when Bobby had relayed to him, we're not, we don't have the assets to do it. It's not secure. We're going back to the West Wing. The president had very strong, very angry response to that.
Sit down, Mr. President.
Tony described him as
Mr.
being
President,
angry.
stop it!
The president said something to the effect of, "I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now." To which Bobby responded, "Sir, we have to go back to the West Wing."
Got to go back.
The president reached up towards the front of the vehicle to grab at the steering wheel. Mr. Engel grabbed his arm, said, "Sir, you need to take your hand off the steering wheel. We're going back to the West Wing. We're not going to the Capitol." Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel. When Mr.
Trump's a bad man.
This story to me, he had motioned towards his clavicles.
Towards his clavicles. Man, you see, first of all, what is up with the stiff hand she had the whole time? Now, you can tell how many times did Liz Cheney go over this with her? That's my question. All right, we got to work on your testimony. We want this to seem somewhat believable. So now I want you to be very methodical and robotic and stiff. I want every move calculated. And see, that's the problem with the Democrats. Nothing looks real or original or natural. Everything they roll out is so scripted and staged. You know it's a production. Whoever coached her thought it would be a good idea for her to use these type of hand motions. Look at this.
Mr. Engel grabbed his arm.
That looks like a mannequin's hand. Why is she sitting there holding a mannequin's hand? What is the need to grab your own hand? We know what it means when you say he grabbed his hand. But no, not her. They thought it would be good. All right, Kate, maybe when you say he grabbed his hand, grab your own hand. But don't move your fingers. You know, I don't want any movement. None of this, okay? Don't relax the hand. Just keep it still. Hold it up so that we can get a good shot of it, okay? So now she got the mannequin hand sticking out there. She reminded me of Ricky Bobby when he was doing that interview. I don't know quite what to do with my hands. Just put them down, sir. Okay. Well, it serves it. Put them back down. So now she got the mannequin hand up there.
You need to take your hand off the steering wheel. We're going back to the West Wing. We're not going.
Those fingers didn't move once. Look. Going back to the West Wing. Going back. Wow. All right.
To the Capitol.
And then watch the clavicle move.
Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel.
There you go.
And when Mr. Renato had recounted this story to me, he had motioned towards his clavicles.
And these are tough guys. You know, these Secret Service guys, I hate to admit it, they're slightly younger than me.
Yeah.
Just slightly. It's very hard because, you know, you also have metal bars and a couple of things you have to get
All of
through.
that.
No, but didn't she say something like, I grabbed the guy at the wheel and grabbed him around the neck?
That's the rule.
And I was slightly rebuffed because I'm so strong. I could only be slightly. And then I grabbed the man on the right, who I think was a black belt in karate or something and like 30 years old. I grabbed the man on the right and I had, this is crazy stuff.
It is.
I sat in the back. And you know what I did say? I said, I'd like to go down there because I see a lot of people walking down.
Oh.
They said, sir, it's better if you don't.
That's it? Wait a minute. What happened to all the dramatic music? What happened to him in the beat? Like, Mr. Trump, stop it. Dropping elbows. What happened to all of that? This version of the story doesn't sound so dramatic. It sounds like a letdown. If that was a movie you were trying to sell, and you're like, all right, the character's set in the back. He requested to go down to the Capitol once, and they said, we don't think it's a good idea. And then the character, yes, replied.
I said, well, I'd like to. I'd better if you don't. All right, whatever you guys think is fine. That was the hope.
Okay, whatever you guys think is fine. Now, isn't that exciting and dramatic? So when do we start filming? That's it? You know what I think would be a better version of that? If the character in the back decided to get mad, jump over about 3 rows of seats, grab the Secret Service guy's arm, start messing with the wheel, and then grab him by the clavicles. I think that would be a better sell for a movie. There you go. So the Democrats know that, and they got together with this liar and concoctioned that story. And Trump has to now tell what really happened. And then, of course, we find out what?
Whole tone of the conversation. Instead, they'd be, I want to go down there.
I'm the effing president. Take me up to the Capitol now.
These people are crazy. And
They
then
are.
I think she changed her testimony. You heard that.
Oh, she did? She did? Uh-huh. Okay, wait. Democrat star January 6th witness Cassidy Hutchinson made significant changes to her story, memo shows. No way. So wait a minute. When she was trying to tell what the real story, I'm sure Liz Cheney was sitting across from her as the screen director, the writer, and said, no, scratch that part. I don't like that. We can't have Trump sounding civil, respectful. We can't have that. I need more spice. How about this? How about we write in this? Yeah, so she changed her testimony, and now we found out what?
The people testified that none of this stuff happened. But a friend of mine said, you shouldn't fight that because I gained such respect. I didn't know that you were that strong and that tough, that you would take on a black belt in karate or whatever the hell he was. A very tough guy, I can tell you.
So even when they're trying to insult Trump, they end up complimenting him, like we see many liberals do all the time. Get on TV. All right, listen up, everybody. All right, Trump says if he gets into office, he's going to round up all the illegal immigrants and send them back to their country. And you know what else he said? He said he's going to go after all of his political enemies. And then, and I'll be sitting there going, is this a bad thing? Are you trying to deter me or encourage me? Because it sounds like you're giving him compliments. So here she is talking about how Trump choked out a couple Secret Service men at his age, all these young trained men, and Trump gave them the business. Now, I mean, yeah, that sounds like a tough guy. I think he's suited to run the country if he could take on several secret agents. Secret Service men. I mean, you think Creepy could do that? You think he could do that? He could barely walk across the grass to get on Marine One. He could barely follow Secret Service's dang on directions. That one clip where they like, all right, sir, right there, right? Go this way. Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? I got to go after him. Unbelievable. But hey, now we got to find out what really happened.
Yeah, that there were muscles all over the place, on his ears, on his neck.
Trump is hilarious.
If I grabbed him around the neck, I'm not even sure he'd feel it. He might not feel it. No, these people are crazy.
They are. Uh-oh, what's this? Trump's driver contradicts Cassidy Hutchinson about J6 SUV altercation. GOP report says. What's going to happen to her? That's my question. Is anybody going to bring her raggedy mechanical butt up to Congress and say, why did you say Trump went full-blown John Wick inside of the car? Why did you bring up clavicles? And what's up with that stiff hand? That might be my opening question. All right, I know you lied and everything. We'll get to all of that. I just want to know what happened to your hand when you were describing Trump grabbing the Secret Service. Was it petrified? I don't understand. Was it paralyzed? It's unbelievable. So now it seems that the people who she claimed was choked out by the president came out and said, that didn't happen. Yeah, I love it when we're right. Yeah. Oh, the driver said he did not see him reach. Said the President Trump never grabbed the steering wheel. Whoa, these are major differences in this testimony versus her testimony. So wait, now we're going back down to the original script, the one that seems more believable and practical, the one that won't sell tickets. Oh yeah, this script right here don't read as well. Says, I didn't see him, lunge to try to get into the front seat at all, the report states. So now, if you put the pressure on the lying lady, would she reveal who told her to lie? Can we follow the lie up the chain of command? Can we get to the people? Because that chick is not creative enough to come up with that lie. See, so we always know Democrats go over the top when it comes down to their accusations and stuff. It's never just modest. Don't forget, Brett Kavanaugh. Hey, he went from just messing around with Blasey Ford to now he was gang, ran a sex ring, all of that stuff. Hey, they can never just say, let's keep this believable. So somebody, most likely Liz Cheney and a couple of them, said, let's take it way over the top. So let's see. Oh, I love it when the truth comes out, don't y'all? Yeah.
And she lied.
CASHAPP.
There you go. Look at Trump. Is that Trump? Is that Trump in there? Jesus. Because that's what they would have you believe that took place in that vehicle right there. Man, and they be thinking they could get away with this crap. That's the funny part about it, man. But here's the crazy part. I want to meet the few people out there that actually watched that production and was listening to that testimony and said, that sounds very believable, hun. I think Trump, he's definitely capable of doing something like that. He's a madman. He's a madman. Yeah, those young men didn't stand a chance against all of his evil. Yeah, when you're powered by evil, it gives you extra strength. Did you know that? Did you know that? Wow, that Trump's he's an evil man. So I want to know who believed that. Now, guys, let's go ahead and get into the mood right here, because everybody on the left is mad. Stanky Daniels, unfortunately, is stinking it up. Yeah, the storm right now is coming in and it's stinking up. It's wrecking everything. She ain't coming in like a quiet storm. Yeah, she came in like a hurricane and stinking it up. But according to Lawrence O'Donnell, yeah, I guess he's writing maybe some, sexy tales of the quiet storm, Stormy Daniels. Let's go ahead and let him introduce her before we destroy her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Narrated
Well, the
by
excitement
Lawrence O'Donnell.
and anticipation in the room hit a new high at 10:32 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
She entered wearing all black, as if on her way to a funeral. The loose-fitting, plain black clothing draping from her shoulders to her toes suggested the modesty of a nun.
That's right.
The makeup was minimal, the way she and the other moms in her neighborhood
All none down. Came in dressed in all black like the Omen. There you go. Y'all hear the romantic music? Now, who wrote this script? See, once again, I'm asking, who is behind this? Do they think this crap is believable? Do you hear this fool introducing Skanky Daniels?
might look when shopping at the local grocery store.
That's
The
right.
long blonde hair,
Long blonde hair.
held up with a clip at the back of her head, the way it might be in a utilitarian way while she was doing dishes or checking one of the horseshoes on her horse.
Doing dishes.
She later spoke of so proudly. When she walked by him, her face had the same expressionless, somber look that all the jurors always have when they walk by him, looking at the floor. She didn't look at him. The first time they were in a room together, his bodyguard was standing outside the door. This time, his bodyguards were much closer. She was alone in the room with him that first time. This time, there were over 100 people in the room, all watching her, except him. He didn't look at her. When she sat down, the court officer said, quote, "Pull your chair up to the microphone and state your first and last name and spell your name for the record." The witness, ready? My name is Stormy Daniels. Last name is Daniels.
Stormy Daniels. Oh, wait a minute. I was getting into the song and everything, man. While O'Donnell, rather, there was just straight up narrating some type of midnight love special. What is going on with MSNBC? Now, once again, if I watch that segment and I'm going, wait, is he referring to the porn star? I would turn immediately. I would go, I know what these folks' motives are. They're trying to make the porn star look like a nun. Make her look like the victim. I would have been like, okay, see now, once again, man, you over the top, just say Stormy Daniels came in, sat down, did whatever. This dude is narrating it and being very over dramatic and descriptive Yeah, and I'm saying, you know what, you're starting to appear to be an actor. There you go. With a motive. Somebody wrote that script and you thought that would sell, but only to the bubbleheads. So there you have it. He went ahead and gave us our wonderful introduction to what Stormy Daniels is doing. What it went from that to this.
Now claims that she is a medium and that she communicates with dead people and has participated in a TV series about the paranormal where she explores things, including the fact that at one point an ex-boyfriend of hers was inhabited by spirits.
Wait a minute, is this the same nun, Sister Daniels? Is this Mother Stormy that Lawrence O'Donnell was just amping up? Is that her, the one that's seeing dead people? Now, whoever thought it was a good idea to put this chick on the stand, that shows the low budget of the left. The low thing, I mean, their IQ got to be horrible, or they just so blinded by their desire to try to destroy Trump, they never stop to think how this is going to backfire, how this is going to look. What are people going to think when we put this chick on stage? Did nobody not talk to her prior and say, all right, no craziness now, okay? All right, look, hey, stick to the script. Minimum responses when they cross-examine you because they're going to light you up. Yeah, see, they already knew when we brought your raggedy butt out here trying to make Trump look bad that you were damaged goods. Yeah, so they're going to let you have it, Stormy. So how about you keep quiet? And I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I can't recall. That's what you should have said. But she goes into, I see dead people, I see demons, I talk to the dead. Immediately, even if I was the most liberal juror in the courtroom, I would go, if I was nodding off, I would come up out of my sleep. Juror number 7 is drooling and I see dead people. Huh? Did I just hear her say she see dead people? What the crap? All right, we can go ahead and vote right now. We're ready to go ahead and come up with our, I can't just call it right now. So we're going to still go through this like this is serious. How many weeks is it now? 2? You know I got to get back to work, right? You all believe the same thing. I mean, you're thinking the same thing. That lady's crazy. You know that, right? Sturt, would you stop talking? What? Come on, Judge. You know this is crazy. I will ruin the whole trial. Unbelievable. She's up there talking about she see dead people. So we're going to go ahead and let Judge Janine give us a breakdown of what she witnessed.
The thing that really kind of stuck with me through this whole ordeal with Stormy on the stand was the following in cross-examination. When Susan Nicholas said to Stormy Daniels, am I correct that you hate President Trump? Stormy Daniels said yes. Nicholas says, you want him to go to jail, right? Stormy Daniels, I want him to be held accountable. And I'm wondering, what does she want him to be held accountable for? I think she's got her own.
Yeah. She gives me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's kind. Friend indeed. I got a woman way over town. That's what she is. A gold digger. I ain't saying she's a gold digger. All right, but hey, that's what she has invested in this.
Beef with him about a completely different issue, but what dog does she have in this particular fight that's being held in the court here in New York City today?
Well, if you're asking what dog she has in this race, the only dog she has in this race is well over $1 million that the defense attorney made it clear through repeated examples of the money, the Horny America tour.
Good grief. So wait, Fat Albert and his crew didn't assess all of this stuff? I mean, did they just think that the defense was not going to look into her background? Oh, boy, I tell you, Democrats, man, blinded by their hate, greed. They don't even think, man. I would be sitting there going, oh, wait a minute, guys. Do you think it's a good idea that we put Stormy Daniels on the... You do realize she got all this stuff in her background. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure the defense won't look into it. And don't worry. We got the judge. He's on our side. He's going to go ahead and allow us to object to everything and shut all of our stuff down. Every 5 seconds, objection, the sustain. So now they thought it was a good idea and hoped that maybe the defense will come out unprepared. Yeah, like they are.
as well as interviews and non-disclosure. This woman has done nothing but make money since the day she met Donald Trump. And yet she admits that she hates him. She says, as you say, John, that he should be made accountable.
Jeez, she ain't even smart. Now, I know they sitting over there going, oh, shoot, don't say that. It's going to look like, we brought you in just for that. It's going to look like we went out and picked a disgruntled, angry, gold-digging, former porn star who's willing to say and do anything for money. Because I'm pretty sure if she's willing to do porn for money, she would lie about Trump for money. See, so how about you don't talk about how you personally feel about Trump? Could you just say, you know what, I don't have any feelings about him one way or another. But it was greater than her, see? It was deep down in the bone. That craze is in the bone, man. She's like E. Jean Carroll. Hey, she's crazy too. And stuff comes out the mouth to let everybody know she's crazy. And the Democrats are bringing folks like this to try to take down a president. You know what, Anderson? You're fascinating to talk to. I think the R word is sexy. And yet, they awarded that chick $85 million. And so now you got another one. You got another live one up there on the stand. And the Democrats are like, I don't care, man. Right about now, we got to try anything. Stand her out there.
But at the same time, she is absolutely really dug in on the idea that she's happy. She's going to be dancing if he goes to jail. She is going back and forth on Twitter, responding to people in vicious ways. But I think most telling about the testimony today was that this was a masterclass in cross-examination. You had an attorney who was able to question Stormy Daniels about what she said that the prosecution laid out very clearly, but all of the prior inconsistent statements that are what we use as prosecutors to make the witness incredible. And this witness was incredible because...
Boy, and I tell you who else is incredible. It's whoever's drawing those renderings right there. We need a better artist. Good grief. I mean, I probably could try my hand at that. Sketching. All right, let me see. Here. Boy, I tell you. Or does Stormy really look like that? That's the funny part. You know what they probably saw is the demons inside of her. What? That looks just like what I'm seeing right there. Oh, man. Those demons in it? I just sketched a whole bunch of demons. So here she is looking like a horrific cartoon character. But, and she's also conflicting a lot of her statements here.
Between an interview with In Touch, Vogue magazine, Anderson Cooper.
That's starting to look like a witness who's trying to pimp the system. Starting to look like somebody who's just doing a tour and might be using Donald Trump to get paid and stay relevant. That's starting to look like that. It doesn't look like a brokenhearted, offended, witness who just wants justice. You could at least came out there like, and they didn't try to even pull no Blase Ford, nothing. At least they got Blase Ford to start quivering and talking and asking for water. They let her come out as is. Good grief.
As well as the NDA and all of the other surrounding circumstantial evidence, nothing was ever straight. On the one hand, Donald Trump met her here, then he met her there, then he was up, then she wasn't afraid of him, but he stood up over her. I mean, she really was all over the case. And when I first saw her on direct, it was clear to me that she was well prepped as a prosecution witness. She was not prepped for cross-examination.
And that's where they went wrong. Trying to make Trump look bad, Democrats always make themselves look worse. So now here she is. Same thing with the chick we just saw that came out, gave us the dramatic story about Trump and the beast going crazy. Now she looks dumb. She looks worse than the story she told. Yeah, she trying to make Trump look bad, and everybody going, you big fat liar with that stiff mannequin hand. You look ridiculous. And here comes the Democrats. Let's stick Stormy Daniels up there. And we know we're not going to ask her anything that's going to make her look bad or us bad. Mrs. Stormy, Was Trump evil man in your eyes? Yes. Did Trump say and do mean things to you? Yes. Just keep saying yes, just like we practice, Okay, no further questions. Your witness defense. And they got up there and blasted her.
And I think she really lost any sense of credibility when she started talking about her talking to the dead. You know, she's got this ability. You know, she lived in a haunted house. Somebody left her. One of her children's fathers left her because of this haunted house. I mean, she came across it.
Boy, I know when that came out of her mouth, Fat Albert and the crew was like, oh, hey, Rudy. Go get the car. It's Fat Albert. Boy, they all look dumb. Now, unless they have personally rigged every juror, all 12, I cannot see how at least one of them will go, they drug this crazy chick out here, and it is obvious that she's trying to get paid, and she's lying all over the place. And guess who's up to bat? Michael Cohen. You think he's going to be any better? The guy is all over TikTok right now, begging for money, wearing shirts with Trump in prison. You think he's going to do any better? Because they are driven by trying to pimp the system and capitalize off of Trump hate. That's what they're trying to do. They're like, look, I got a short window to have people donate and support me with this craziness until they come to their senses and realize, just like people realize Black Lives Matter was a garbage organization. So I got to go ahead and try my best to knock this out the park while it's hot, while the Democrats are still praising me, while they're sticking me out there. And like, don't worry, we'll figure out ways to make it worth your while. But they don't think. Like, now that makes it obvious that this is a ploy, because you got Michael Cohen up there pimping the system every single night. Trump is he's this and he's gonna take over the go. And did you know that Trump? There ain't that much hate of Trump in the world to do a nightly podcast bashing Trump. How many things can you say about the man? You should be able to run out of them after a while. Did I tell y'all last week that Trump's a white nationalist? Well, he's a whiter nationalist this week. He was white, but now he's clear. He's so white that he went over to the negative, so he's a black nationalist. That's right. The opposite of a white nationalist, he went to the other part. He's now a black nationalist. Wow, I tell you, that Trump, man, he's something else. And I'm starting to think you're just using this whole I hate Trump and we're going to get him and he's evil thing to make money. So how can I trust you when you waltz your butt in and testify against Trump? Not only that, both of you have been busted live all over the place. So give me one juror, just one. I'm not greedy. Let's continue.
Pretty kooky and not at all believable. And I think it was excellent cross-examination that we saw.
I know they had a field day cross-examining her. I know that the prosecution probably was asking their questions, looking out the side of their eye over there at the defense. And they always over there probably like, oh, so Mrs. Daniels, I think that's it for now. We'll go ahead and rest. Why are they over there laughing and talking? Anyway, no further questions. You know, the defense was like, oh, we about that, man. We gonna put a reel together. This gonna be a highlight reel. So yeah, they let her have it. And so guys, now, since all of the left's champions seem to be falling to the Don, who's dropping the bomb, cue the liberal tears. Oh, man. Oh, it's Saturday night, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, it's a celebration. Oh, well, my friends, the time has come. Go away and have some fun. Life is good. When we get to celebrate and gloat over liberal tears, so cue the liberal tears. Let's see.
Judge Eileen Cannon has now set a start date for the classified documents trial against President Trump for May 20th of next year. So this is well past the December start date Special Counsel Jack Smith's team had wanted, and smack in the middle of the 2024 presidential campaign.
What's your assessment of the strength of the case here against the former president?
Good morning, Willie. It's a strong case. In fact, it's a very strong case.
And Trump's former attorney, Ty Cobb, said on CNN last night he's dead with this case.
The case is so strong, you cannot imagine is getting away with this. I'm wearing a toast pin today because I think he's toast.
Boy, I want to go back and see that lady right now. I don't know who she is, but now you need to take that toast pin back and get your money back. You bought a toast pin for nothing. So this was back when they were all celebrating and they thought they were having a gloat party. Yeah, they thought they were having a gloat party.
Most classified documents that put our troops at risk, it puts our intel agencies,
Everyone
on the ground.
Lock them up. Lock them up already.
I think this is, if anything,
Y'all hear two to the can? You hear two cans saying those? And lock them up. Lock them up already. So now, all of them wanted to lock Trump up because of these classified documents. And what's ironic is that now we find out that those classified documents were manipulated. Now, the sad part about this, one, I don't hear any of the fake news even talking about that Jack in the Box got busted manipulating all these classified documents that could have been sold to the Russians. None of these folks are talking about it. But the other part is, I guarantee you, if someone was to go on The View and say, remember your hero, Jack in the Box, and all the classified, and you were saying lock Trump up, and he probably sold those classified. Look what your hero did. Every one of them would try to find an excuse for Jack Smith. Every one of them would never go back and revisit these hateful statements. Now, imagine if Joy Behar was on the jury or a judge. She would have locked Trump up. No investigation, no, wait a minute, let's find out and get to the bottom of this stuff. None of that. She would have just straight up and lock him up. Lock him up.
I'm going to lock him up.
You know, we call that, Mika.
Oh, here's Beaker.
That's called whistling past the graveyard.
Yeah.
He's not looking forward to any of it. He's horrified.
He's scared.
He's just talking big. The walls are closing.
The walls are closing.
As has been said before, this time, my God, look at all of it.
You hear these actors? The walls are closing in. Donald Trump came out on a snowy day. It was 2 below zero. Dun-dun, dun, dun-dun. At that moment, he realized that the walls were closing in. So now these paid voiceover actors up here trying to say that Trump was done. And look at Mika co-signing on the side.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news, the judge in Trump's classified documents case has indefinitely postponed Trump's trial.
Indefinitely?
One more time.
The judge in Trump's classified documents case
has indefinitely postponed Trump's trial.
Yes! Give me 10, Norton! Everyone can eat shit! A big bag of shit! I'm the greatest man in the world! Woo!
That's right. So I gloat. Yeah. So now she got to come out and suck that lemon and report that the case has been postponed indubitably. Okay, so let's continue.
Cannon, who was appointed by Trump himself and has issued a number of
No, whoa. What that got to do with this? What that got to do with this? You don't mention who appointed all of those fake judges up there in New York. Why don't you do that? Al Goran, who was appointed by, you don't mention any of those things. It's funny how they don't. But now all of a sudden, you see what she's doing, dropping the subliminal messages in. That just because this was a Trump lawyer, and then what did she do?
Controversial rulings in his favor.
Controversial rulings in Trump's favor. Why are they controversial? Only people they're controversial to is you guys. That is it. And the Democrats. So now they want to add their own spin, but it's not controversial for that judge to silence Trump. Hey, they're not mentioning several controversial rulings to gag Trump. A very controversial ruling for Al Goran. to charge Trump $500 million. Those aren't controversial? No, those are fine. That's just justice. Boy, these people, somebody go get me a whole bunch of pies because I want to slap their faces with it as I'm gloating.
Saying it would be, quote, imprudent and, quote, inconsistent to set a trial date now. The case was supposed to go to trial this month. The decision all but guarantees that that is now not going to happen.
So here she is talking about. What's wrong? The pussycat got your tongue, man? What's wrong with you, okay? You can't talk? She's talking about the
for the election.
But Jack Smith knows tonight that...
Wait a minute. Why do y'all keep talking about before the election? I'm starting to think that was the goal and objective in the first place.
Is that it's very possible that he may not be able to bring either one of his federal cases against former President Trump before the election.
Oh, there it is again. That magic statement, y'all. Before the election. Oh, look at that beautiful woman right there. That wonderful woman of color. Look at that. You can't criticize her. She's a woman of color. Yeah, there it is. But all of a sudden, she's controversial, that she's a Trump supporter, so she's not really a woman of color. She's a woman of white nationalism.
The election is a significant point on the calendar because if Trump is reelected, he can have Jack Smith and both of his cases dismissed.
Yeah, and I hope he do it by kicking him in the butt. There it is. Not only dismissed. All right, you're dismissed. But before you go, there's a couple guards outside that's going to put you in cuffs and take you away. So you're getting dismissed from the case and you're getting reassigned to a jail cell for colluding to bring this garbage in the first place and tampering with evidence. Set me up. You invade my home, I lock you up. There it is. Call it what you want. No, it's revenge. I don't care. I go down and visit Jack in his box every day. So you try to come in and invade my crib, huh, Jack? How you feel about that, huh, Jack? So hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. What's this? When even some of Trump's critics think the Stormy Daniels case is weak, Georgia court takes up Trump's appeal of Willis disqualification ruling, possibly delaying election. Oh, no. So now first Jack in the box. Now Fat Fanny in the box. So now her case might get delayed. Oh, that's just too much for the left to bear. They just put all of their Easter eggs in that basket. So let's see. Wow. Oh, the what did I just read that correctly? The what? Hold on. Did they just call the Supreme Court corrupt? The corrupt Supreme Court bails out Trump once more. There you go. Anything that represents truth, honesty, the Constitution is corrupt in the Democrats' eyes. Yeah. Truth is corrupt. Justice is corruption. Yeah. But yet, these people who are doing everything they can to stop Trump, they're not corrupt. All of these judges aren't corrupt. Big Cankles up there, Queen Latifah, tried to take Trump's property and colluding with Algoron. They're not corrupt. Fat Fanny and her lover, who got busted doing the they're not corrupt. None of them are corrupt. But now all of a sudden, the Supreme Court is corrupt, led by that white nationalist Clarence Thomas. Because, see, they don't own it. Judge indefinitely delays Trump's classified document criminal. Oh, it's too much to bear. That's, man, they are 0-3. So those are three main ones. Those are the big ones. And they're having the big one right now. They're like, here come the big one. So now, let's continue. How will they ever live?
And here we go. You know, I think we all have views about why we got here, but the reality is this case is now delayed severely.
Delay. In Florida, delayed indefinitely. Now, Georgia, it has been a rough few days for Jack Smith.
and Fonnie Willis.
As you say, the other one down in Florida, Cannon, that judge needs to be taken to task.
What?
Because she keeps kicking the can down the road on that whole...
Now look here, Toucan Sand Nose, that's the only can that need to be kicked down the road is that big nose. That nose right now is like, he's on down the road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's on down the road. While you're still like 2 blocks back. That's how big that nose is. Don't you carry nothing that might be low, cause I'm the nose. The ease on down the road. Dang on it. She's sitting there like, what is my nose doing around that block, girl? Could you tell me? That's how far it is ahead of me. Oh, it's down here dancing, singing, talking about ease on down. That's what her nose is doing. Dang on it, I'm sorry, I got distracted by Toucan Sand Nose. I was following the nose.
Trial with the documents, which he could have given to any dictator in the world.
Give it to any dictator in the world. Oh, man. But you know what's special about her? And I always say this, her and Whoopi, I really get a kick out of those two because, see, they're real believers. They're real believers. That look on her face is pure. She's not acting right now. That woman right there is in serious thought and contemplation. He could have gave it to any dictator. This is serious. I bet you the rest of them would have said like, yeah, Joy, he could have, maybe. Yeah, Trump, he's evil. And they're like, she really believes this. Does she know she's getting paid to no? So she would do this for free? Okay, well, let's let her go ahead and continue talking.
Yeah. And we're not going to see that case until after he's in office, and then he'll probably just get rid of everybody who disagrees with him.
Well, first of all, it's none of your business, I mean, frankly. But I might do that. I have the option.
Speedy. There you go. It's time to gloat. Yeah, it's time to gloat. So now, gloat on. Joy Behar's busted all up. And she's talking about Trump might go ahead and get rid of the case. And I agree. You know, and hopefully all of these dummies who's brought all of this stuff, and now the main goal is over. If they can't get it in before November, it means nothing. So I'm sure they're probably going to start falling off the wayside. They're probably going to start saying, all right, man, look, we didn't hit our goal. Do y'all really want to continue trying to pursue this, or should we just call it quits? Trump probably won't have to shut it down. I guarantee you at some point they're just going to say, you know what, forget it. But I hope it's not without some type of consequence. We're starting to see all of these raggedy prosecutors, it's getting flipped on them. So now they're looking into Jack in the Box and his shenanigans. They're looking into Fat Fanny and her shenanigans. And I hope when this ruling up in New York get reversed about Trump's property, I hope they start looking into her shenanigans and everybody else's shenanigans that were involved in this mess. And then I'll have another gloat party if I see all those prosecutors become prosecuted, along with the folks who colluded with them. Let's continue listening to these folks cope.
Trial be damned.
They're coping while we're gloating. There you go. While they cope, we gloat.
I'm pumping the brakes. So mark this trial in your calendars for the 57th of February.
So in this case, the least we can do now is state plainly and openly that what Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon is doing is a scandal.
Interpretive dance. Did you hear the nerd? Did you hear the nerd? With no bass in his voice. So listen to him.
It's a scandal.
It's a scandal. That guy right there. I love it. I love it, man. Oh, so now as he copes, I gloat. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
In this case, the least we can do now is...
Wait a minute. Yeah, I got to put the nerd glasses on. There you go. I think what we can see right here is that it's a scandal. So scandal.
Plainly and openly that what Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon is doing is a scandal.
It's a scandal.
I'm just pure.
Boy, I tell you, I want to be on that set right now. Yep, go ahead undercover. I'm the new cameraman here for, the other guy took the day off. It's crazy. Anyway, are y'all ready? As soon as he said, you hear, nerd! That cameraman is taunting me. I ain't say nothing, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Nerd! It's who's saying that? Not me. All right, keep it rolling, No bass in the voice. There it is, the whole time, harassing the nerd. So now, let's finish watching them cope as we gloat.
Or luck, right?
Yeah.
The judiciary was not going to bail us out.
The judiciary was not going to bail us out. Because that's what y'all was hoping for. Now y'all got to choke as y'all cope while we gloat. So now, here he is. The judiciary wasn't going to bail us out because that's what we was hoping for. Why you think we brought 4 indictments, 91 charges? That's why we did it in the first place. So now we got to try to win somewhat fair and square, even though we know that's never going to happen.
In November, we're going to have to bail ourselves out.
It is Judge Cannon. It is.
There's Woody Allen.
It is just truly a disgrace that she is not doing her job.
No, it's the disgrace that your base never, ever came. I think you had trouble from the day you was born. You still sound like a baby. So now here he is with no bass in his voice.
So that guy is talking about this beautiful, and I mean lovely, classy woman of color.
So basically what this does is cripple this case from moving forward.
Florida Evers Afro, what are you talking about? Talking about they crippled the case from moving forward. Good.
This is not going to happen this year.
Democrats, there you go. It's okay.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
There.
One might.
The number one stunner right there. Oh, yeah. She's dressed in blueberry. With the blonde wig. She's rocking the blueberry outfit with the blonde Scary J. Blige wig. Then, of course, the house paint on her face. That's the model for today. So let's hear the lady with the hot dog packs on her neck give her take on it.
Eugene, that the judicial branch is conspiring to make Donald Trump president.
What an accusation. A last minute crazy Hail Mary pass that the judicial system is conspiring to make, not just to make sure justice is treated like it should be treated, fairly. No. It's to make Trump president. Now, isn't that rich that she's overlooking how all of these corrupt politicians, prosecutors, judges all came together to put us in this position, to even get us to where we're at? None of these fake news folks stopped to even say, that does seem odd that he's a former president indicted 4 times in an election year. That does seem kind of suspect. It does seem a little politically motivated. I am a little curious because I'm supposed to be a reporter, supposed to be a hard-hitting, but none of them. So now all of a sudden, all of these folks who attacked Trump and is backfiring, now she's trying to say that the judicial system is now rigged for Trump. For Trump.
Again.
One might surmise that.
No, you're lying.
Is conspiring to make Donald Trump.
Yeah, the lady with the blueberry
judicial
outfit.
branch is conspiring to make Donald Trump president again.
One might surmise that.
Meanwhile,
boy, I tell you, if there's one person I would like to go ahead and fire up the choir for, it is Joy Reid. Come in. Me. The baby on the bus goes, why? That's who I would love to sing that to. I want to go ahead and put together the choir to go right down to the MSNBC and wait for her. All right, here she comes. She's coming out. All right, choir. All right, you got your robes on? Okay, sopranos ready? The baby on the bus. The whole choir in harmony.
The documents case is delayed.
Here's another blueberry. Y'all see this one? A rotten blueberry, y'all.
aid. Meanwhile, Georgia, what's going on here? Everything seems to be delayed and moving down the road. And there are even those who argue that this Manhattan case it's not as big, it's not serious, and you might get off anyway or not. And how do people manage especially people who really love this democracy?
Well, Mika, I'm happy to go to therapy with you anytime because clearly the pressure and the stress on our system, our country,
That's right. Y'all want to go to some therapy? Come to Kevin's Corner. I wouldn't even charge you. I'd do that for free. All right, first of all, I want to start off by saying you two are dummies. Okay? You're corrupt, evil, stinking dummies, okay? All right? And evil. Did I mention that? All right, now listen, I'm here to build up your self-esteem and to encourage you to go out and be a productive person by saying you're a dummy, you're full of shite, and let me tell you something about yourself. You'll never amount to anything. All your hard work is nothing. You understand that? Everybody looks at you like dummies. Yeah, see, this is tough therapy. It's really, trying to get you to go ahead and take the beating that you tried to deliver. That's what I want you to do. Y'all done dished all of that crap out, especially the blueberry, jokette right here, the joker. That one right there got some nerve to be over here talking about, I go with you into therapy, and most likely this time around, Trump's not going to let me slide. I might this time really get locked up. Now, you would have thought the jokette would have went ahead and went away somewhere and was quiet when Trump won and didn't go after her. And I mean, a lot of people were saying, hey, she got a lot of corruption. Maybe he should have went after her. But instead, what does she do? She goes ahead and tries to get him deemed and labeled as a Russian agent, denied the election, and I'm pretty sure she done coordinated with a whole bunch of other deep state actors and try to, destroy Trump. You think she don't know about all of these plans that the DOJ had and coordinations and stuff that was going on? She probably suggested a lot of that. And here she is up here talking about, you and me both could go and get some therapy.
Constitution, our future is so intense.
The cavalry's not.
What they really need to do is go get an exorcism. Forget some therapy. Get those demons cast out of you. Come on down to my church so they can grab a whole bottle of holy oil, anoint it, or go get some Criscal and anoint that bottle and start to slinging it on them as you see smoke coming off of both of them. Crooked might melt. Who knows? And look at this guy. Look at this guy. With, I guess, the cowboy hat. What is he? Don Knox. Y'all see Don Knox right here?
Not coming. The legal cavalry is not coming to the rescue.
Jack! The legal counsel's not coming, Jack! You see Don Knox? Jack! Let's hear it again. Here we go. Some of y'all don't know nothing about. Some of y'all don't know nothing about Don Knox. He was something else in Three's Company. Always, Jack! All right, let's hear Don Knox.
Future is so intense.
The cavalry's not coming. The legal cavalry is not coming to the rescue of Joe Biden.
Yeah, the cavalry's not coming. Yeah. Boy, I tell you. So they're not coming to rescue Joe Biden, so that means y'all got to try to beat him fair and square.
It is a very difficult time right now. Justice delayed is justice denied.
Yeah, you're right about that. Because yours been delayed for years. Boy, I don't think there's enough justice for you. They'd be like, all right, we're all out. We don't, how many more years can we give her for all her evil? All right, what's the longest amount of years he could? 18 life sentences? Is she even going to be alive then? No? Okay. So what, we're going to resurrect her and make her serve all of those? Okay, good. Well, let's do it then. Ain't enough justice for you, crooked. God knows what type of evil is connected and attached to you and Bill. We all heard the rumors. We all heard the rumors about the jokette right here.
The dangers to our democracy now include our own judiciary.
You're right about that, Scary J. You're so right. Our judicial system is the threat to our democracy. When we see a former president being gagged by multiple judges, when we see them planting and manipulating evidence and invading Trump's crib. You're right. You're right, Scary J. Just projecting. Yeah, you're right. We are looking at your judicial system and saying, this messed up, man. It has been weaponized. But Scary J's job is to come out there and pretend that she's referring to all of these judges with integrity that has now interrupted Jack Smith and the rest of these evil folks' diabolical scheme. See, when you interrupt the evil Dems and their scheme, now you're evil somehow. Now you're tainted. Now we need to get rid of it. If we can't co-opt it or control it, tear it down or demonize it to smithereens. To smithereens. When Twitter was sold, they loved Twitter. Twitter's great. It's doing a great job with the censorship. We love it. Now, you know what? And all of these conservatives are swearing up and down that they're being targeted and that they're like, you know what? This is in their mind. It's conspiracies. It's conspiracies. And soon as Elon bought it, it needs to go. We need to investigate Elon. Because we can't control it, so we're tear it down. Supreme Court, get rid of that. Filibuster, get rid of that. Tear anything down that we can't control. So let's continue.
And it includes parts of the courts. It includes Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas and Aileen Cannon. Wow. And people like Jack Smith are valiantly trying to do the right thing. But
you know what? She needs some anointed oil on her too. She's pretty evil. She's probably the evilest dang on commentator on news. She took the title when she had the nerve to bring in Christianity and say that all of these Trump supporters was worshiping Trump, and Trump declared himself to be a god. When she did that, I was like, oh, there are certain things you don't do. Even atheists be like, man, dude, I don't want to get out there and just be, who knows, God might be real. I don't want to be caught just lying on him and, but not her. She's like, I'll do it. I'm evil enough to do it. All right, we're going to take a poll. Anybody crooked and evil enough here at MSNBC to go out and blaspheme the Bible? No hands. There's one in the back. Is that Scary J? Scary J, come up. I'll do it. So now, here she is. She is straight calling Supreme Court justices dang on corrupt. Can she get sued for defamation?
But they follow the rules. The other side does not.
What? Reprojection. Accuse your opponent of what you're guilty of. So she said that Jack Smith and the crew follow the rules, but the opposite side don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what's this? Jack Smith team admits key evidence in Trump case has been tampered with. Court misled about it. Somebody go get the blueberry. Somebody go get Scary J. And ask her about this. Nobody? See, they're not even going to let nobody come on these networks to address this. And they're definitely not going to bring it up. See, because remember, they were champions for Jack in the Box. They were out there encouraging him. They were already celebrating before they scored the touchdown. And all of a sudden, these judges came along and smacked the ball out their hand. So, yeah, I'm sure we won't be hearing about them saying, well, yeah, Jack Smith did. That's foul right there. I can see why Judge Cannon went ahead and suspended this indefinitely. But no, she's corrupt. Yeah, that's what it is. Unbelievable. Oh, and we're going to end with this guy. Yeah, man, we're going to end with an old version of Jim Carrey, it looks like. What's up with that dang on stripe Charlie Brown shirt right there? So let's go ahead and hear this old geezer right here have to make a horrific, for him, confession. I love this confession. Yeah. So as he copes, it's time to gloat. Yeah.
More ahead than he's ever been. Fewer people think January 6th was any kind of what it was an assault on the temple of democracy, the Constitution. I don't know what you want to say. It's going the wrong way.
It's going the wrong way. Y'all hear that? So now Trump is more popular than he's ever been. And less folks now are believing January 6th It's going the wrong way after all of the time, effort, and money that the Dems put into that production. No way. No way. You know how much money they spent for that director to go ahead and direct that January 6th, show trial? Yeah. Do you know how much coaching and time went into the clavicle girl? You know how many the evil dang on bootleg cops that we had to get to bring them in and get them all misty-eyed, talking about they call me all kind of names, scared for my life, they attacked us, and then do you know all the things we had to go through? All the fake news that had to coordinate this? Don't forget, there you go, Ray Epps. We had to go out, capture a Bigfoot, shave that Bigfoot down, teach him how to talk, send him up to the Capitol for 2 days straight, telling folks, wow, we gotta go ahead of that. I'll do it. I'll say it. I might go to jail for it, but I'll say it. Oh, wait, peacefully. Do you know all of that we had to go through and folks ain't believing it no more? They ain't believing it no more? Maybe we beat that horse to death. Could that be?
It's not working.
It's not?
Everything that we're throwing is spaghetti at a wall, and none of it is sticking, me included.
Oh, boy. That confession gotta hurt. I can't do nothing right, man. We did everything we can. It ain't even working, man. We gonna get beat, ain't we? Yes. Yes, most likely you are. You know I tried to do everything. Oh, yeah, we know. We know y'all tried to do everything you possibly could. And you probably still got a couple tricks up the sleeve. But for now, it's time to gloat. Yeah. So let's continue hearing this old geezer complain about all the evil they tried on Trump. And it didn't work. The last thing that I heard, they was wishing death on him. I think the next thing is to go ahead and get voodoo dolls out.
And it's hard when you start in your 80th year, and you know, like anybody else, I have an opinion of myself.
Yeah, a horrible one.
The opinion I've come to is I don't matter.
There, old timer. Don't be so hard on yourself. Because I will. I'll do it for you. I'll be hard on you. There you go. You don't matter. That's the problem. That's the problem with the fake news. Because they're sitting there going, man, do you understand how many man hours we put into lying on this man? You know, my whole family looks at me in disgrace because they're calling me a prostitute because I get on TV every night and make up stuff. They're saying, I thought you were going to school to be a journalist. A lot of propaganda. Yeah, I got to hear that every night. And yet this guy is still trugging along. So here he is. It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. You can prepare. You can be on TV.
All of that.
You can write pieces. You can have a YouTube channel. You can have a podcast.
Power to the people, baby. Yeah, y'all control all of those things. The media. But see, the problem is, it's the people right about now. The movement has grown beyond these folks' manipulation, their propaganda, their lies, and they didn't have control of the internet in time to really stop the spread of exposing these folks. They never considered the power of memes and the fact that they can't use them, and all the folks on the right be lighting their tails up with these memes. They never considered the fact that folks on the right could debunk all of their lies and stuff and their dis and misinformation and their diabolical schemes that quickly. Yeah, they were not prepared, or else they would have had control of the internet way before Trump ran. They caught it late, and now it would be too obvious if they say, all right, now there's no conservatives allowed to speak on the internet. So they still got to tolerate us enough to where we're still destroying all of this garbage. We laugh at them. We mock them. You know, I feel great being a conservative. I'm sitting there like, man, who wants to be a part of that crew? I feel like I'm back in high school hanging out with the cool kids as we're looking at those ones over there. I'm sitting there like, why are they dressed in all all black leather, and it's summertime. Full-blown black eyeliner. What's going on with these kids over here? Hey, what's up with you? Are you a vampire? Why is your nails black? Those are the weird kids. The Democrats are psycho, man, and crazy. And I'm not talking, first of all, the politicians are psycho and crazy and evil too. But a lot of their voters, not all of them, some of their voters are just, they don't care. They just in the middle. I don't get into politics. I just vote Democrat. But when you see the ones that buy into this garbage, you think I want to be hanging out with them? I need to go get my high school football Letterman jacket and start walking around bullying some of them. Hey, you with the pink hair, come here. What's wrong with you? Put some bass in your voice. You better leave me alone, you brute. I am a brute. Now get out of here. Look at the nerd run. Look at the nerd run. Nobody wants to be a part of that garbage. And so now he's wondering why it ain't working. Why ain't it working?
In nothing. And, you know, we gotta try to think of something different.
He had to take the hat off to scratch the head to think. We gotta come up with something different. There's nothing you can think of, pal. We're on to you. See, once folks start seeing what these folks are about, there's nothing they can do about it. It's only thing they can do at this point is complete tyranny. That is the only way they can stop the MAGA movement, the ground roots movement. It's in the bone now. So they're going to have to go ahead and try to rig the election, win it, or cheat and take it over. And then at that point, they're going to see, now we got to go after these people 100%. They ain't got it. Nobody else is in the chamber that can interrupt this and turn this around. So now we can go ahead and set our sights on shutting these people down or shutting them up because they're not going away. They're never going to start. Like right now, I don't know about you guys watching my show right now, my live stream, but I know I will never vote for the left ever again. There's no politician that could come out and say, I'm a Democrat. And I go, well, that one sounds pretty cool. I think I'm going, never, ever, ever. So they have lost so many Americans based on all of the evil and corruption and shenanigans that we've seen go on these last 8 years. So they can't get those back. So they're left with minimal options. Let's bring in all the illegal immigrants. Let's demonize all of these conservatives and label them as enemies of the people, enemy of the state. And let's use the power of the government to silence, intimidate these folks and censor them. And if possible, even throw them in jail, make examples out of these people, because these folks, even if they're not saying it, they still see what we're about. They're still giving each other the wink and the gun. Even if they can't go around and talk about it on the internet, they're looking at folks going, I know, you know too. MAGA forever. Make America great again is in the bone right now, and that guy's scratching his dome right now.
Because what we're doing is really, really not working.
Look, that's Trump. Damn you. You think you can, all of your, you can't fight me. I'm too fast for you. Boy, I tell you, man. Oh, they want Trump so bad that and the whole time. Fake news. You think you can stop me? You can't, you bastards. Trump really did go kung fu fighting on them. Everybody was kung fu fighting. So anyway, there you go, ladies and gents. The left having a pity party. Yeah, while we're having a gloat party. While we're over here enjoying ourselves laughing at them cope. Yeah, that's right. So thanks for hanging out with me Friday, having a little fun, getting a couple laughs and jokes in. And I'm pretty sure if they could, they'd shut me up, which they've done a lot to do that so far. I remember back in the days, it was good times, man. And I didn't have to go work on the man truck out there with the drywall. Man, y'all should have saw me today. I was in the zone We had to take almost 200 sheets of drywall up 2 stories. Come here, young boy. I was working with a young boy. I said, come here there, boy. Boy, you don't know how to lift no drywall, but you got to grab it like this there, boy. Take that drywall up the steps there, boy. Showed that young boy how to work. So ain't nothing wrong with a little hard work. I picked the job just for that. I was like, man, let me get off my butt and get out there and start doing some physical. I wanted to channel my inner Uncle Ron. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, channel my inner Uncle Ron who owned that moving company. Yeah, he taught me well. Hey, boy. See, I was his boy. I didn't have a name. Hey, boy, go over there and pick that dryer up. Take it in the house. Okay, let me go get the dolly. Dolly? You don't need no dolly, boy. Go over there and grab it with your arms and take it in the house. That's the kind of man he was. So I refuse to dishonor his legacy by succumbing to the drywall that we had to take up 2 flights. You still didn't have to do it, though, before YouTube stepped in and was like, this black dude right here, he got a little something different. We got to stop him, shut him down, take some of his subscribers, unsubscribe folks against their will, suppress his views, stupid stuff like that. But you guys make it all worth it. So I'm just letting you know, kudos go out to you guys for supporting my show, watching my show. You can do that also by texting MAGA to 330-974-4607. And, oh boy, how does he do it, man? He knows as soon as I start saying these things, here he goes. He was laying down nice and quiet. As soon as I start saying this, he's like, well, I heard you talking about thanks for watching the show. So does that mean Gizmo needs to get up? You're going to show Gizmo? But anyway, maybe, oh God. Anyway, thanks for watching the show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go into this corner store and buy some merch with Gizmo's face on it. There's the yawn. Yeah. And if you want to support the channel monetarily, you could do that by simply checking out my Cash App and my PayPal. All right. God bless America. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get out of here, man. Have a great weekend. We see y'all Monday. Same time, same place. Oh, boy. I had a good time tonight. I don't know about this. This is All City. Yeah, All City. Yeah. God bless. Take care.